Hey guys, so I've had a couple requests about what's done to the engine on the Datsun. I'm just gonna quickly go over what I've done to it, what came with it, kind of roughly how much it costs, and the difficulty of working on the L28. So as you can see, the engine bay is not painted, sadly. I want to do that eventually, once I can pull the motor and all that. So I have some long tube headers that go just to the straight pipe, all the way back to just a cheap, like $100 MagnaFlow muffler. Doesn't sound too bad. It does drone a little bit, but it's not my daily, so I don't really care. The intake came with the car for free, just in a parts bin. It came with new injectors that I installed. I got all new ignition, spark plugs. It came with a radiator, brand new. Let's see, let me go around the other side. I did buy a oil pressure sensor, which is right down there. New oil filter. Let's see, I bought a new battery, $100. The oil pressure sensor was probably like $20. A couple fuel lines that were just cracking and stuff, which is like $10 at the hardware store. Let's see. Honestly, there's not much done to the engine right now. I do want to do an engine swap in the future, but for now, this motor drives good, and I don't really have any problems with keeping it. One problem I did have was some wiring issues. It wouldn't stay on. I don't know if it had to do with the cold start valve or what, but I took it to a shop and they kind of messed with the rat's nest of a wiring harness and figured that out, so now it's running good. It does have the 5-speed manual with an upgraded clutch. Again, came with it. I got super lucky with the parts bin on this car. Yeah, that's pretty much the engine. And yeah. One last thing, I did get new exhaust manifold gaskets / intake manifold gasket. And also I do want to paint the valve cover gasket on this, or the valve cover on this motor. Possibly like a wrinkle black. I think that would look cool. I don't know about red. That could be a possibility also. Another thing people ask about is the coilovers. They are Silvermine Racing coilovers, which are the best cost-efficient option I could find. You do have to weld them on. I could make a video on that too, but you have to cut and weld your old suspension right at the bottom. It's easier if you take everything out and not try and do it on the car, but there's little adjustable things up here for dampening, and there's camber plates on top, on the front and back. I had the back lower, but the exhaust goes under the diff in the back, which makes a really low point, and I have a gravel driveway, so it's scraping a lot. So I had to raise it a little bit, and yeah, that's it for the coilovers. I do recommend Silvermine Racing coilovers if you're looking for a cost-efficient option. There are probably better options, but they're like $2,000. Steering wheel hub. I get questions about that. It is not a quick release. It is just a short. I didn't get a quick release because they're usually thicker. They go farther out, and since I'm pretty tall, I didn't want the steering wheel to be too close to me because the seat can only go so far back. So I just got a short hub, which is probably $90. People say that the NRG steering wheels are bad. I haven't had any problems with it. It's solid. It's not falling apart at all. So yeah, there's just the answers to some of the common questions I've been getting. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments below.